Hello, I'm Impish Fox, and if you're anything like me, you always have a to-do list of approximately 2.3 million things that you haven't quite finished yet. So if you're like me, this episode's for you. Like I said, I have a lot of unfinished projects. Starting with the ground I'm standing on. I started mixing up the block palette, and I got as far as adding the lime terracotta and left the rest. So I'm going to work on finishing up some of these long-awaited, overdue projects on the server. Around the time this episode is meant to be coming out, we'll be very close to my streaming anniversary. I started streaming in April of 2020, which would mean that on April 7th of 2022, I will have been streaming for 2 years. For me, YouTube came just a bit later. I didn't initially want to do YouTube. Uh, oh, here's some of those pesky carpets. Um, and so I still, Impish Fox as a brand, as an entity on the internet, has been around for over two or almost 2 years now. And so I realized that there's probably a lot of my community that doesn't know a lot about me, a lot about who I am, a lot about what I'm doing on the internet. Um, so hi, I'm Impish Fox. I am a woman. I live in Michigan in the United States. I am from the United States originally, but I'm from the state of Indiana. And I moved to Michigan, it'd be 7 years ago now. I moved here with my husband right out of college when he got a job here, and we have just been here ever since. I love Michigan. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful state, with just so much history and nature and beauty. I love Michigan. I've spent more of my life in Indiana than anywhere else, but I moved with my family to Ethiopia when I was 11 years old. So it's been 11 years in Indiana. I went on to spend the next 7 years in a country in East Africa called Ethiopia. I had an absolutely amazing experience there. I miss it constantly. It was just such a wonderful place to live for so long. Um, that's not what I'm trying to do. My family was there. We started and were part of a group starting an orphanage there and got to know all of these absolutely amazing kids. And I was a kid slash teenager while we were there, so a lot of my life was pretty normal. I went to school, had friends, had a cell phone. Awesome country, awesome place to live. Um, that I have a lot of fond memories of. Then I moved back alone after I graduated high school so that I could go to university here in the States. So I went back to Indiana at that point, which is where I met my husband, Sea Monster. So if you've hung out in my streams or anything else, you know who Sea Monster is. If you hung out in the Discord, he's probably changed your name at some point. He is absolutely the just best. I absolutely love living my life with him and just all the crazy adventures together. My husband and I discussed it at length, and in February of 2021, we started the process of becoming licensed foster parents. So that process took forever. It felt like it was never gonna end. Just paperwork. So much paperwork. So many things, so many holdups, red tape, just we finally got through it all in August of 2021, and it was, okay, we're gonna have to wait a while. No one knows how long to get a placement. And for us, it only took a couple weeks, and we had two young boys placed with us in September of 2021. And it was just meant to be for a weekend. They were meant to, we were told, this is a really challenging case. It's going, and we are looking for experienced foster parents to kind of take this on. We're having trouble finding anyone available. Could you just watch them for the weekend until we can get a permanent place going for them? We're like, yeah, sure, we can handle anything for one weekend, right? It was Labor Day weekend here in the States, so it was a 3-day weekend. So longer than a typical weekend. But I was like, you know what? It'll be fine. They're like, we'll find someone for them on Monday and it'll be fine. Uh, or Monday is Labor Day, so it would be Tuesday. Tuesday, they were gonna find a new home. So we spent that long weekend hanging out with those two kids, and it was absolutely awesome. We just felt like instantly we had such a connection with them. They were, just such fun kids, and they just loved life, and just they just needed love. They just needed help. They were going through such a hard time, and they just needed stability. And the more C and I talked it over, the less we wanted to let them go. So when they called us on Tuesday after that weekend and said, we're having trouble we're still having trouble finding somewhere for them to go, but don't worry, like we're definitely gonna find someone by tomorrow. Don't panic. We're gonna find somewhere for them to go. And I looked at Z, and we just knew that it was all gonna be okay. And we said, you know what, don't bother. So they have been with us ever since. It is pure joy, heartache, frustration. Definitely not the easiest way to experience parenthood for the first time. Uh, I think we definitely could have found an easier route. But I don't think we could have found a route more perfect for us. Um, it is exactly what we are meant to be doing, made to be doing. To watch these boys just flourish and, get the care that they so desperately need. Um, and just get to be a part of that is such a huge blessing. Um, I love them so much. They're awesome. They're funny. They're smart. They're clever. They are far too intelligent. Uh, and just athletic. Oh man, they are so athletic, and I just adore them. Um, you're not gonna see any pictures of them. You're not gonna see anything like that because that's very against the rules, and I want to respect their privacy. I love how doing Twitch and YouTube allows us to do this. I need a lot of flexibility in my schedule. Um, they get sent home from school for making fuss and stuff like that um I think I need a little extra flexibility more than the average parent. Um so I love that doing this, which is already something I love, also helps me to do the other things in my life that I love, like taking care of my kiddos. So with that, I think we've actually finished task number one. We've got azalea bushes and lime terracotta all throughout the moss in Salt End Village or Township. Salt End Township is the name of this location over here. I think I still want to add more, I don't know, just leaves or flowers, grass. It needs more depth. I think there's still a lot of blank areas around here that I need to fill in with something. But that is a problem for a later day because that is an unstarted project, and this is a started project that is now finished. So I need to collect some materials and get ready for our next project, which is beautifying the Nether portal. I wanted an official portal location. This is obviously a very temporary setup, just being out in the open like that. So I kind of dug a little cave out of the foot of this hill here, and this is the tunnel location. I have the tunnel finished now. So it is looking very foxy, if I say so myself. But we need now the other side of the portal to look at least as good as this side. So let me gather some materials and we can get right back into story time. Here we go. So I should never record tired. Apparently I forget to hold or click the record button. I just recorded for like 30 minutes and none of it got recorded. Gosh freaking dang it. I don't want to just tear out what I just built because I really like it. I really like it. Hi cow. How are you today? Can I help you? Are you here to comfort me? No. Moo cow, I need your comfort. Bye. So yeah, Fox recording tired? Not good. The build looks really good though. I was chattering away. I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. My game sounds are off. I explained that in the recording that I didn't record. The portal sounds were driving me crazy while I was trying to build. But yeah, this is my decorated lush cave portal. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I think that it's gonna be really nice because you don't, I feel like you won't lose it. I hate going to people's bases and not being able to find my way back out. I think this is gonna be a pretty easy one to find, especially if it's at night, because this thing lights up like a freaking Christmas tree. We are in the pirate cave inside the fox skull. So this is in the heart of our pirate district. We've got the fox skull here. I've got lighting on. I want it to be non-spawnable because some of this is outside the mushroom biome. So I've updated the lighting a little bit so that it's spoopier. With 1.18, any light level above 0. Oh, my lava farm's working. Except this one. What's wrong with you? Interesting. I'll look into that later. So any light level above like 0 won't spawn. So I can make it a lot spoopier, which I like. It's still pretty light, but it's spoopier, which is good. See, like even these ones, we're still green. We're still good. It's not going to spawn anything, which I think is super cool. So this is what we're working on. I'm just kind of adding on to what I've already started. Now, I have done a little bit more work off camera, intentionally this time, so I've updated this a little bit, just spoopier lighting, it's darker up here. I added glowberry vines, and I think it's looking really, really good. I did some of the work on stream, so I guess not technically off camera. So there was a bit of spoilers if you saw my stream. But I've done what I think is some pretty cool stuff. Starting with a little bit of redstone. So my secret, oh, gotta be quick. My secret passages are now actually secret. It was like that. I was trying my best to make them look hidden-ish, but it wasn't. They were so obvious. So I like this better. Oh, there we go. It's fine. I didn't put delays on it or anything, so you gotta be pretty quick. But I mean, it's pirate redstone. You know, it doesn't have to be super fancy doors. So I put in 4 redstone doors. You know, one at the end of each of our 2 secret passages that I am very proud of. And yeah. So we have all of that. All of it is now block variated. That is what I worked on stream. There was a little incident where I had been playing hardcore and died with 30 minutes left of the stream to a creeper. I mean, yeah. You guys want to see it? You probably want to see it. I'll throw that clip in now. Thanks, Ozza. Always ready with a clip. Or not a Zombert friend. I hear a Zombert friend, though. You're a creeper. No! Yeah, so that happened. So I was like, hey, you guys want to do some block variation? And I worked a bit more on this. And I am, again, just so thrilled with how it's looking. And yeah, we've just got a little bit further to go with all of this. And so I had an idea. And I was wondering if you guys were interested in a little game of 2 truths and a lie. Partly because I'm just curious what you guys will say. If you're not familiar with the game, it is basically what the name says it is. I'll make 3 statements. 2 are true and 1 is a lie. And your job is to guess which one is the lie. So I've prepared a couple statements and I'll make them and then you guys have to go down in the comments and tell me which statement is the lie. It'll just be 1. The other 2 have to be true. And I want to see what you guys think. How well do you know the impish fox? I'm trying to guess what people are gonna think is the lie, and I don't know. So without further ado, 2 truths and a lie. I've been dyeing my hair red for 6 years, is statement number 1. Statement number 2 is that my favorite color is orange. And statement number 3 is that my favorite craft is knit and crochet. So those are my 3 statements. I'm thinking that my Twitch people, shout out to all my Twitch followers out there, that they're probably gonna get this right. But yeah, make your guess. Go down in the comments now if you want to participate in the game. I want to see what people think. I am kind of morbidly curious what people are gonna say. So please, comments. And why? Why do you think what you think, I guess. Let's go. I'm going to share the truth in this episode. I thought about waiting till next episode, but I'm not going to. I won't leave you in suspense that long. So pause the video now if you want to go leave a comment. All right, I'm going to start telling you in 3, in 2, in 1. All right, that was dramatic. So the first statement was, I've been dyeing my hair red for 6 years, which is true. I have been dyeing my hair red consistently for 6 years. I started before that, but I didn't like maintain it red. So like the very first time I dyed it red was in high school, and I used a Kool-Aid package. Yes, the like children's drink, sugary, full of so much red dye that you can literally dye your hair with it. There was my friend was having a birthday party. It was like 80s themed or something. I don't remember. But people were going all out getting dressed up for this thing. So I decided I want my hair red. I don't know why. I just wanted to. And so I did it. And then after that, oops, I didn't mean to break that. In like high school and college, I was just like, oh, that was fun. And I would use like box dyes, or I did, I think, a couple times get red highlights in my hair from like professional hairstylists. Um but yeah, now for the last 6 years I have consistently dyed my hair red using actual professionals and not Kool-Aid packets. Because, probably wasn't the best thing for my hair, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I did have my parents' permission. Just an FYI, don't if you're a kid, don't dye your hair without permission. That's not gonna end well for you. Um, and definitely check with your school dress code. Like I didn't. It was fine. The principal was kind of like, and I was like, it'll wash out. And they let me go. That's pretty much exactly what he said. He just, like, like, well, it was for the, school director's daughter's party, so it's fine. I didn't have to pull that card, but I had it in my back pocket in case I needed it. Uh, um, then statement number 2, my favorite color is orange, is a lie. I get a lot of people thinking my favorite color is orange because so much of my content is orange. It's really just based on, red foxes. Uh, I love orange. Orange is probably like my second or third favorite color. Um, but yeah, it's not my favorite. My favorite color is green. Kind of almost like this green here, like a deep green. Nothing that's like overly bright. Or like, see, teals and greens, I would say are my favorite, my top two. So yeah, that is the lie. I lied about my favorite color. Um, then, oh no, don't burn it. Don't, that's wrong. That's not what I want to do. Don't burn the stuff. Bad. Uh, oops. I Statement number 3, my favorite crafts are knit and crochet, is absolutely true. I do a lot of crafts. I have done cake decorating, cross stitch, knit, crochet, sewing. I've done a lot of sewing. Different arts and crafts, hobby type things. Like I've made epoxy tumblers. Oh man, made balloon animals. I don't know. It's so much of it. You name it, I've done it. It's just kind of my thing, our crafts. Uh, I do a lot of crafts. A lot of crafts. I don't know why all these are on the floor. Let's get these hung up. So yeah, those are my 2 truths and a lie. Did you get it right? Did you not? I don't know. I don't know what people are going to say. People are just going to be offended that I lied to them. be offended. No, don't. Please don't. I'm not trying to offend anybody. Fox tries to be edgy. Instantly apologizes. Oh man. So yeah, I am just going to wrap this up. I know that I have a lot of recording for this episode, so I'm gonna kind of. Oh, hello, cat. Cat has decided to say hello. Everyone say hello to Alice. This episode's really long, so I'm just gonna kind of finish this up, and I will catch you guys in a minute. All right, and with that, it looks like we have done another project. I've gotten all the dripstone in here, the candles, the half slab, so we've gotten stairs. Everything's smoothed out a little bit. I took out some of the lanterns, so it's like I don't need them, and it gives it some of these tighter spaces being dark just gives it such like a spoopy feel. I love it. But yeah, it's all of it's in. With that, I said I was going to do 5 projects. The other 2 are not on my base. They're actually community projects elsewhere around the server. And I think those will be better suited left for another time, as we are absolutely out of time for this episode. But we got 3 projects around the base done. We got the terraforming slash block variation done at Salt End Township. We got the permanent portal decorated and looking fantastic. And now the pirate hideout is looking pretty good. This still needs more interior work. Um, but that is again a not started project. So it's just something that we're gonna come back and do at a later time. For now, what needed done is done, and I could not be happier. So, for those of you out there who are like me and tend to procrastinate on certain project types, this episode has been for you. I hope that it shows that we can get these projects done when we just put our mind to it and get them done. Thank you all so much for watching, and I hope to catch you all in the next one. Bye bye!